Hello, my name is Paul Cutting. I'm from Regina, Saskatchewan, Canada, and I represent Saskatchewan's provincial race team, HPL Cycling. So the virtual TransCape is an interesting collaboration between our team, HPL Cycling, and the TransCape mountain bike journey event that's hosted in South Africa every year. And what's happened is we have a team member on HPL Cycling named Regan who has done the event, the TransCape event. And due to the global pandemic right now, the TransCape event has had to be canceled for 2 years in a row. So what we've done is we've collaborated with the TransCape race organizers to put together a virtual TransCape event hosted on the Zwift virtual cycling platform. And we've put together a 4-week series of events that would give people a little bit of a taste of what it might be like in a shortened version of climbing and experiencing the real TransCape event. So the virtual TransCape event that we're hosting with the TransCape organizers is held on February 6th, 13th, 20th, and 27th. So there will be 4 events spanning the entire month of February. So every Saturday, we'll be hosting a new stage of the virtual TransCape event. The virtual TransCape series is a series that is open for cyclists of all abilities from anywhere in the world. You do not have to be an elite cyclist. This can be an individual race, just you versus the clock. However, if you do register and want to perform and race it as a race, this is an option that you can choose to do. So to be clear, this is a race, an event for all cyclists of all abilities from anywhere in the world. So the stages are all set to start at 9 a.m. Local time here in Saskatchewan, Canada. And because this is a global event, we have chosen that time so that as people participate from around the globe, then the time zones will fall within a reasonable range on a Saturday so that people could participate from around the world. So the information and athlete package and details on the virtual TransCape event can be found on our team's website, and the website is hplcycling.ca. Here you'll find complete details on how to register, specifics on start time, specifics on each stage for the course. So here you will even see things like elevation profiles available for each stage, a little bit of information about the stages there as well, and some more details on some of the Zwift platform specifics that will help you get started with some of the requirements that we have to host the events on Zwift. In the first stage, we will be using the Serpentine 8 course that is hosted in the Watopia world. This course we will be doing 2 laps of, which will total 46 kilometers in distance and add up to 445 meters of elevation. The Serpentine 8 course is one of the only courses in Watopia that is held exclusively on a gravel road surface. The Watopia world does simulate the additional resistance required to cycle on a gravel surface. So people who are participating in this event will have a little bit of extra resistance applied to their bikes via their smart trainer. And therefore this course is interesting in that we are going to ask all participants to choose to use a mountain bike as their bike in Zwift or a gravel bike for the event as well. The nice thing about this course is that it's winding through a jungle and through Mayan ruins. So this course is almost split 50-50 for elevation and descending, but don't let that fool you. This course with its gravel surface can certainly sneak up on you and give you some additional trouble that you may not have expected. The second stage of the virtual TransCape will be held on February 13th, and we will be using Watopia's Mountain 8 course. This course will be 32.8 kilometers in length approximately, with 692 meters of elevation. The Mountain 8 course starts in downtown Watopia and eventually leads you to the epic KOM reverse climb. This climb is fairly brutal and it's very steep. The reverse KOM climb is approximately 6.2 kilometers long with a 5.9% average gradient. This climb will put you to the test as you climb up, but when you get to the top, there's going to be an extra surprise for you. This climb is called the Radio Tower Climb, or the bonus hill. It is only 1.1 kilometers long, but it has an average gradient of 13.7%. This climb was going to take people anywhere from 10 minutes to 20 minutes to reach the top. Once you reach the top of the Radio Tower Climb, get prepared for a speedy descent. Some people are even able to hit 100 kilometers per hour on this descent. From there, you will go down the backside of the epic KOM, which will give you a nice long break for you to use active recovery techniques to bring your legs back in. Once you're down this visually pleasing descent, you will get back to downtown where you'll finish off the route in a nice flat manner. But make sure you watch out for attacks here, because people will attack using a sprint to the final finish. So in Zwift, of course, you have the ability to choose bike and the wheels that are available for you from your virtual garage. This Mountain 8 stage has a lot of climbing in it, and certainly there is quite a bit of downhill as well, but the bike to use on this day is 100% going to be a climbing specific bike. There's just too much climbing here and too much elevation to benefit from an aero frame or any other bicycle. So choose your best climbing bike and wheels from your Zwift garage and use that for this stage. The third stage of the virtual TransCape event will happen on February 20th. This stage is going to use 2 laps of one of my favorite courses in Zwift Watopia World. This course is Sand and Sequoias. The course is going to take 42.8 kilometers to complete and will have 354 meters of elevation. The highlights of the Sand and Sequoias stage is that half of the stage, roughly, is built for time trialists. It is flat and it'll see you going through a desert, similar to what you would see in Arizona, United States. Once you make it through this part of the stage, you're going to enter an area called Titans Grove. And this part of the stage is extremely nice to look at. You're again riding through large standing sequoia trees and some other surprises in there as well. In this area of the course, the Titans Grove area, you will be going through a lot of winding roads left and right, as well as a roller coaster up and down. Here is very important that you pay attention to what you're doing, and there's also a good climb in here as well for the climbers. So enjoy this climb and enjoy this course for its visuals and its variety of terrain. The Sand and Sequoia stage being 2 laps with a mixture of flat and rolling terrain. An aero bike will win the day here. Make sure you choose your most aero frame and your fastest wheels. The 4th stage of the virtual TransCape will be on February 27th. This stage is going to be using the course in Watopia named 3 Sisters. This course is 48.5 kilometers in distance and is nearly 900 meters of elevation. We're looking at 895 meters of climbing in this course. The 3 Sisters course can see groups start to form immediately in the race. With the KOM climb only 1 kilometer into the event, you will see groups that can stick together up that climb, stay together for a while. Once you approach the epic KOM climb, again, with its long climb and medium gradients, you will start to see people who may not have the fitness fall off. And of course, once you reach the top of the epic KOM, you will have to climb the Radio Tower bonus climb. It's so steep, this spot will splinter the group for sure. Once you finish that bonus Radio Tower climb, you still need to hang on, because you're going to have to put out the effort to get back down the other side. Those who choose to coast and recover will probably lose their group. You need to keep the pressure on the pedals to get down. Once you recover from that climb, you'll approach the volcano. And the volcano is no joke either. You still need to climb this, and it's going to give you a good push to climb. Your legs are going to be burnt out and tired. If you're with a group, make sure you can stay there, maybe push to the front and see how you can do. At 3.2% gradient, it doesn't seem like a lot, but it's going to take a lot to get to the top. It's still a 10-minute climb for most people, so hang on and get there, and then from that point on, you can ride your way down back to downtown Watopia. For the Three Sisters course, the bike that I would choose would once again be the best climbing bike you have in your Zwift garage. With almost 900 meters of elevation, you're going to need the lightest bike you can find. The downhills on this course are steep and long, and therefore an aero frame is not going to provide you that much advantage because you're going to be speeding down the hills anyhow. So once again, pick your best climbing rig, perhaps a Specialized Tarmac Pro, Cannondale Evo, or even a Tarmac SL7. These three frames will be among the best choices for the Three Sisters course. Each of the virtual TransCape events will be timed. From here, every person will have a finishing time from the stages. These stages' results will be shared on the hplcycling.ca website. Once we complete all 4 stages, we will have a general classification standing where we sum up all of the participants' finishing times. So you'll be able to see a cumulative result over the 4 stages for those who have the best finishing times. For those who are not participating in the virtual TransCape event, you may want to watch it. So what we are going to do is we're going to try to live stream each event. Right now, we're working on getting this put together, and in the future, we'll be sharing how to watch the virtual TransCape stages via our website and social media channels. Stay tuned for further details. To find information and registration on the virtual TransCape series, please visit hplcycling.ca. From here, you will find the easy registration process. There's also some instructional videos on the specifics of Zwift and what may need to happen for you to get your race invite.